have you ever had your wallet stolen? Or is it possible that you may have ended up losing your credit card, which had, along with in your wallet, apart from your credit cards and your bank cards, your IDs? Now, in one nation, that is Japan, you're almost certain to be reunited with your belongings. The Japanese have yet again been voted as the most honest people anywhere in the world. But the question is this: what is it about the Japanese culture and about the Japanese nation that makes the Japanese people so very honest? Our next point gets you the details.
So, let's start with Tokyo. With its population of over 14 million, where hundreds and thousands of phones and wallets find their way home on the same day that they are lost. A blatant example is when trustworthy Tokyoites handed in $28 million of lost cash last year. So, what's in it for the finder? Nothing. Yes, you heard that right. Japan does not give anything to the finder or the state, something that might slowly discourage people from being noble. But this does not stop citizens from respecting the police. Even a child greets the Japanese police every time they are in sight, as Japan has put an abundance of police stations in every neighborhood. But why do citizens continue to be noble? Because they are taught to do so. Children are told to always hand over lost items to the police and not expect anything in return. But there's a plus side to this. If no one claims the lost item, it is given back to the finder as a reward. So it is literally the idea of finders are keepers. A study showed a comparison between Japan and the United States, where 88% of phones lost in Tokyo were returned, in contrast to only 8% phones given back in New York. When it came to lost wallets, 80% were returned in Tokyo, but only 10% were returned to the New York police. So, is there another side to this pure honesty of the Japanese? Let's look at healthcare for an instance. It has been a norm for Japanese doctors to withhold diagnoses from the patient. A situation where the person going through an illness does not know what is happening to them. Doesn't this sound absurd? The Japanese justify this by saying that a patient might lose the will to live if told about what is happening to them. The motivation behind this move is very complex and deeply rooted in Japanese culture. Studies say that the Japanese are conditioned with a fear from Buddhist beliefs. So, does Japan really care for its people? Yes, it has shown feats of selflessness at adverse moments. At times when Japan faced tsunamis and earthquakes, and people were left homeless without any possessions. Citizens showed fortitude by putting others' need before theirs. Reports show that Japan witnessed significant less looting at the time of adversities, and this movement of citizens serving their community has spread to the rest of East Asia. The rest of East Asia has also started prioritizing others and engage in behaviors that benefit a group rather than an individual. But the West has not caught up to the idea of selflessness. A study showed that when mothers in the US and Japan were asked to talk about their aspirations for their children, Japanese mothers said they want their child to be noble and practice helping others. But American mothers prioritized their child's occupation and said that they want their kid to become an international superstar. This proves that the desire for being helpful is specific to Japan, so it looks like a mixed bag of honesty and dishonesty for Japan. But will other countries take the good from the island country and leave the bad?
WION is now available in your country. Download the app now and get all the news on the move.